quorum at this time, with 3 persons required to start our meeting, and so we're going to start. We're only going to be looking at one bill today, and that is the Prince George's County Delegation Bill by Delegate Valderrama. It's the Prince George's County Speed Monitoring Systems, Maryland Route 210, and it relates specifically to penalties. Just to give you, I also want to thank Dominique Jelani, who's here with us as our counsel and who has been extremely helpful to me in making sure that I am following the appropriate protocols. And so the bill itself establishes that a person who's liable for a violation recorded by a speed monitoring system on Route 210, which is also Indian Head Highway in Prince George's County, if that person does not pay the civil penalty or contest it within a specified period of time, the Motor Vehicle Administration may suspend the vehicle's registration with written notice and an option for a hearing. That registration is suspended if within a 90-day period the owner fails to contest or they have 3 overdue citations, or if penalties total $500. Suspended registrations are reinstated once all of the overdue penalties, fees, court costs, and a $30 administrative fee are paid to the county. Additionally, the bill establishes that by December the 1st, and annually thereafter, the MVA has to report to the General Assembly on suspensions, reinstatements, giving reasons, geographic backgrounds, and outcomes of related court proceedings. Dominic, I'd like to ask if there's anything you'd like to add to that.
Nothing further, Chair.
All right. So with that, this seems like a pretty simple bill for us to address today, and I'm hoping that we are actually even prepared to move it forward. Delegate Valderrama, was there anything that you needed to add to it?
All I will say is, excuse me, Madam Chair, that several of you members here are already knowledgeable about 210, as I introduced something, it seems, every year. But I just want to be clear, as the chair said, this is penalties. We are not adding more cameras, so everyone can just relax. We're not adding more. I will mention a couple bullet points, and that is, for those who have been on the committee, there's been, aggressive speeding and folks who are recidivist drivers, speeders, I should say, who don't care and aren't paying their fines. And so I think it's pointless to have these strong, stringent laws, and yet they're not paying their fines. So I'll just say this legislation seeks to close a loophole, make civil penalties, because right now they're making civil penalties meaningless. So it goes after a small, if you will, cohort of super speeders who don't pay, and it authorizes the MVA to suspend registration.
All right.
Which hasn't been happening.
Correct. And needless to say, ultimately we want to reduce the loss of life and the accidents that continuously occur, even with the things that we've put in place. So at this time, I'd like to entertain any questions from the subcommittee members.
Oh, I was going to say I don't have a question, but I'm ready with a motion.
All right, go ahead.
Madam Chair, I have a question. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time raising my hand.
No problem.
So Delegate Valderrama, I've been 100% supportive over many, many years on this subcommittee of your efforts to get the speeding problem under control on 210. Having served on the Environment and Transportation Committee for 7 years, I also know that there had been reluctance for many years to treat this road uniquely. Although I understand the history, the problem of high speed, by average travelers, sometimes speed contests, the highway of death, all of those things that go with 210. I do wonder though whether you have sought any kind of advice or input from the AG's office, whether they support or have any position on treating this highway differently in terms of additional, actions by MVA, fines, license suspension, or whatever, versus any other road in the state. And I ask you that because this is bound to come up in the standing committee.
I have not, but I'm happy to do that and seek the advice of the AG if that so helps in the former
Yeah,
committee that
I
you used
would
to
be
serve on.
ready. I would be ready to do that.
Absolutely.
I would do that proactively if I were you.
Okay, I
I'm fully
appreciate the
prepared to
suggestion.
support the bill, but I'm like 99.99% sure that question will be raised to you.
I appreciate that from your tenure, and sadly, you're not on that committee anymore to support this legislation, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I don't know, that's a good point. I don't know if this bill will continue to go to ENT because it gets motor vehicle related laws, and it might, or it could come to the new Government, Labor and Elections Committee only because that's where the local government subcommittee went. So
Oh,
that
no.
remains to be seen. I'll help you in any way I can, but I would just be
Okay.
proactive
Well, I
about
hope it
So
stays in ENT, because given some of the membership there, I don't know.
yeah, but be proactive so
Okay.
that the bill doesn't get slowed down by that concern.
Okay,
Yep.
much appreciated. Thank you,
Yep.
Delegate Lehman.
Absolutely.
Does anyone else have any questions for the sponsor? If not, then I will entertain them. Did you have something, Mary? Delegate Lehman, I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
All right, with that, I will entertain a motion.
Move favorable.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you very much. All in favor? Notify by raising your hand or saying aye.
Aye.
All right, we have a majority, Woods, Martinez, Taveras, and Lehman.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
My pleasure. Does anybody have anything else for the good of the committee? I believe this will be the quickest meeting that we have had so far, and I thank you all for being here. Dominic, did you have anything?
Nothing further, Chair.
Thank you all. With that, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Great job, Madam Chair.